Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Raji Syamil Hakimi bin Rajadah. My matric number AA190590. Okay, now I will talk about filler table. The problem is a cone with radius r and height h is put inside a hemisphere with radius 6 cm as shown in figure below. Find the value of r and h so that the volume of the cone is maximum. Okay, the fact from the problem: 1 is cone with radius r and height h. 2. The cone is put inside the hemisphere. 3. The hemisphere is radius 6 cm. The idea from the problem is the formula for volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h. Number 2, the formula for volume of a hemisphere is 2/3 pi r cube. Learning issue is what is the value of the radius r and height h. Number 2, what is the maximum volume of the cone. Resource needed for the problem is 1. Internet, 2. Mathematics engineering, 1. Textbook. Number 3. Members.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Alif Naim bin Rosman. My matric number AA19069. Okay, today I want to talk about the introduction of my PBL project, study case number 6. Problem-based learning. PBL is a teaching method in which complex real-world problems are used as the vehicle to promote student learning of concept and principle as opposed to direct presentation of fact and concept. In addition to course content, PBL can promote the development of critical thinking skills, problem-solving abilities, and communication skills. It can also provide opportunities for working in group, finding and evaluating research material, and lifelong learning. PBL can incorporate into any learning situation in the strictest definition of PBL. The approach is used over the entire semester as the primary method of teaching. However, broader definition use range for including PBL in the lab and design class. To using it is simply to start a single discussion. PBL will also be used to create assessment item, the main trick connecting the various use in the real world problem. Any subject area can be adapted to PBL with a little creativity. While the core problem will vary among disciplines, there are some characteristics of good PBL problem that transcend fields. The problem must motivate students to seek out a deeper understanding of concept. Second, the problem should require students to make reasoned decisions and to defend them. And third, the problem should incorporate the content objective in such as way as to connect it to previous course and knowledge. Fourth, if used for a group project, the problem needs a level of complexity to ensure that the student must work together to solve it. And last, if used for a multi-stage project, the initial step of the problem should be open-ended and engaging to draw students into the problem.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hai, nama saya Muhammad Nur Afiq bin Muhammad Hairi, nombor matrik AA191054. Okey, saya akan terangkan bahagian kita macam mana nak cari volume hemisfera. Okey, mula-mula daripada soalan kita ni, yang kita dapat tengok satu biji hemisfera, dan dekat dalam hemisfera tu ada sebuah kon. Okey, semua kita tahu yang kon tadi tu dia punya hipotenus dia adalah 6. Oleh itu daripada 6 ni dia sama dengan dia punya jejari bagi hemisfera ni. Sebab dia satu bulatan yang sama. Okey, kemudian bila kita dah tahu dia punya jejari dia, maka kita terus masukkan dalam formula dia lah. Formula dia 2/3 pi R kuasa 3. Okey, kemudian yang R tu kita gantikan, kita masukkan 6. Maka kita darabkanlah macam biasa. Jadi kita dapat jawapan 144 pi. Jadi volume hemisfera ni kita dapat 144 pi. Okey, sama saya terus. Saya Adri bin Aziz, AA190750 akan sambung dengan penerangan seterusnya. So, lepas kita dah masukkan value R dalam equation ni, kita dah simplify dia macam ni. So, kita tengok balik soalan dia. Dia nak find the value of R and H so that the value of the cone is maximum. So, kat sini kita tahu maximum ni ialah extreme value. So, lepas dah simplify macam ni, kita extreme value, kita kena differentiate and equal to 0. So, first kali kita differentiate ni akan jadi macam ni. Sebab yang ni differentiate yang biasa je. So, H tolak 1 jadi kosong. 1 darab 36. So, 2 tolak 1. 3 tolak 1. Lepas tu 3 darab ke depan. So, jadi 3H square. Lepas tu kita equate to 0. So, macam mana nak solve ni, kita gerakkan 1/3 pi dulu ke sana. Jadi kosong. So, kat sini, yang ni simple je, boleh solve terus. Tapi yang ni H square. So, dia akan dapat H dua value. H tambah tolak 3.46. Tapi yang negatif punya value, kita tak ambil sebab kita tahu range H ialah kosong in between 6. So, 6 ni radius ni. So, sepanjangnya 6. Kalau kita tengok H, sini 6. So, H lagi pendek daripada 6. So, dia kosong ke 6. So, yang negatif 3.46 kita tak ambil. So, daripada value H ni, kita boleh dapat value R, masukkan dalam equation ni. So, kita akan dapat square root 6 square tolak 3.46 square. Kita akan dapat 4.9 cm. So, kat sini kita dah solve soalan tu. R sama dengan 4.9 cm, H sama dengan 3.46 cm. Sekian, terima kasih. Okey, sekarang saya nak terangkan pula macam mana kita nak cari H dengan R dia. Okey, mula-mula sekali kita tengok dalam soalan ni. Yang kita ada hemisfera. Dalam hemisfera tu ada cone. Jadi dalam cone tadi tu dia telah tunjuk segitiga bersudut tegak. Kemudian kita gunakan teorem Pythagoras untuk kita cari nilai H dan R ni. Mana-mana segitiga bersudut tegak ni dia mempunyai 90 darjah dan bertentangan dengan sudut 90 darjah ni adalah dia punya hipotenus lah. Okey, jadi kita cuma pindahkan dia punya formula lah, yang mana kita dapat R sama dengan punca kuasa 2, 6 kuasa 2 tolak H kuasa 2. Okey, bagi solution nombor 3 ni tadi Adrian dah terangkan. Jadi jalan kerja dia macam ni lah. Dan last sekali nanti kita akan dapat nilai H dia iaitu 3.46 cm. Bila kita dah dapat 3.46 cm tadi tu, nilai H tadi tu, kita cuma tukarlah. Kita gantikan nilai H tadi kepada 3.46. Okey, jadi kita kira-kira. Jadi jawapannya kita dapat R dia sama dengan 4.9 cm.
Okay, after we show the solution, we can conclude in this problem statement we have used two methods in this question. The first method is we use the theorem Pythagoras to substitute the value of R into the formula of cone. After that, we use second method, that is a differentiation dv over dh to find the value of height, because on the question you need the maximum of volume of cone, and when we got the value of h, we substitute the value into the theorem Pythagoras to find the value of radius. Finally, we substitute the value of radius and height that we get into the formula of cone. And that is how we done this problem statement using the refutation and theorem Pythagoras. Thank you for your watching.